Hey guys, you're back, and we're going to be doing our week 7 predictions. Um, so, I wasn't able to do it yesterday. I had a lot of stuff on my plate, but we can do it today. On Twitter, I posted my prediction for the Saints game, where I had the Saints beating the Cardinals 23-17, but the Cardinals beat them 42 to 34. So a relatively close game it looks like, but the Cards dominate in that, so it wasn't really that close. In the last 2 minutes of the first quarter, Andy Dalton threw not one but two pick sixes, and so from there it wasn't the same. But we still got games on Sunday and one on Monday. And before that, I'll talk about the byes. So Buffalo, Bills, the Los Angeles Rams, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Philadelphia Eagles. All four of those teams have bye weeks, so we will not be seeing them play. But we will be seeing, to start off the Sunday early games, you have the Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. I think Baltimore is overall the better team here, just like by a lot. Cleveland doesn't look that good, especially after that Patriots game. I have the Ravens winning 31-13. Next, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers are giving away everything they have, but I still have this being a close game because the Bucs just can't seem to pull away from teams even when they're bad, like the Steelers. I don't really have that much confidence in the Bucs right now. This is a must-win game. If they lose this, I don't know. I think we still win the division, but we might be like 9-8 or something stupid if we start losing games like these on a regular basis. But I still have the Bucs winning this one 24-16. Next, you have the Atlanta Falcons at the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati pulling out a close win against the Saints last week, and the Falcons pulling out a dominant victory over the 49ers. But I still think the Bengals are going to win this one, barely, because the Falcons have kept each game, the ones that they haven't won, within a one score. So, honestly, I could totally see the Falcons winning this one because they're a really competitive team, but I still got the Bengals. I got them winning 24-20. Next, you have the Detroit Lions at the Dallas Cowboys. I think my hype for the Lions is pretty much over this year. I don't see much from them unless the rest of the NFC doesn't look that great for the most part outside of the NFC East. So maybe they can sneak in. I don't think they will at this point, but they might prove me wrong finally. Maybe that's all they needed was me to be like, y'all suck, and then they'll be like, oh no, we're good all of a sudden. But we'll see. I have the Lions losing, though, to the Cowboys 28-20. Next, you have the New York Giants at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are going to put up a bit of a fight, but I don't think it's going to be close. I got the Giants winning this one 30-21. Well, I think it's going to be close, but I don't think I don't think Jags are going to win this one. So I have it being a 9-point victory for New York. Next, you have the Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans, a rematch from a couple of weeks ago, like 3, I think. The Colts, I don't know what to think about them. Some weeks they look great, like they did against Kansas City, and then they had that awesome last-second comeback against the Jaguars. But at other times they look like straight-up trash, like tying the Texans, or that Denver Broncos game that, it was so bad. But Tennessee, I think, is the better overall team, and I think they're going to win again at home. I got them winning 27-24. Next, you have the Green Bay Packers at the Washington Commanders. Another easy team that lines up easy. I guess I can't really call the Giants an easy team anymore. Maybe not even the Jets. But this is a winnable game. If they lose this game, I'm 100% confident the Vikings will win their division if the Packers lose here. They gotta win. This is a must-win for them. They cannot keep screwing around because they are 3-3, and 3 losses came against the Vikings, so they already have the tiebreaker over them right now. And then they also lost to the Giants and the Jets, and they almost lost to the Patriots. So they could be and the Bucs. They could be 1-5 right now. In actuality, they should be a lot better, but they aren't. And yeah, that just shows how much Devontae Adams was carrying this team, I guess. But I got Washington still losing because I think that the Packers are not going to implode that bad to lose to the Commanders. I have the Packers winning 17-10 in a very close struggle. Next, you have the New York Jets at the Denver Broncos. I'm not going to be watching this game. It's going to be terrible to watch, but because it's the Broncos, every game the Broncos have played has been terrible this year. But I think that the Jets are going to win because I think they're the better team. I have them winning 20-13, which is different from my preseason predictions. Next, you have the Houston Texans at the Las Vegas Raiders. I actually have the Texans pulling off the upset here, 17-6, because I don't know. I just have a feeling that Houston's going to come out and try and win this one hard, and I have them doing so. It's going to be a close one, but the Raiders have not looked very good all year, and the Texans haven't really either, but I think that this is a winnable game for them, and I think they'll take advantage. All right, next you have the Seattle Seahawks at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Seahawks, it's hard to predict what the Seahawks are going to do. They actually seem pretty decent for how bad I thought they were. I thought they were going to be the worst team, but they're actually doing pretty okay. But I still think they lose to the Chargers here. I got the Chargers winning 27-24. I think that Justin Herbert, and if Keenan Allen comes back, that would be really good. But Austin Eckler, the defense with like Khalil Mack and all them, I think they win. Barely, but I think they do. All right, next you have the interesting game in the later games. I mean, the Seattle game might be interesting too, but I think this Kansas City game will be fun because you have the Kansas City Chiefs at the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams should be good. Both of them lost last week. One of them lost to a bad team, one of them lost to a good team. But I still think San Francisco is a good team. They picked up CMC from the Panthers yesterday. And that, I guess we'll see how that works out. Good for the Bucs, or maybe not, because now we're going to lose to a team that has literally no one on their team. But because Robbie Anderson's gone, and so is CMC. They have DJ Moore, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, fun times. But I think the Chiefs are going to win this one, but it's going to be close. I have them winning 26-21. All right, next you have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Miami Dolphins. The Steelers coming off a win off the Bucs, and the Dolphins coming off of a loss to the Vikings. Yes, although they held it close to them for part of it. I won't say for the most part, but I think that they'll beat out Pittsburgh. 'Cause Pittsburgh isn't that good of a team. They beat the Bucs, but it was not that good of a showing. That being said, it will be. Oh, it's Sunday Night Football, by the way. It's going to be a defensive struggle. I got the Miami Dolphins winning 19-16. And then you have the Monday Night Football game where it's the Chicago Bears at the New England Patriots, and that's going to be so bad. Not because it's the Patriots playing, but because it's the Bears playing. Why? Ugh. Once you finally get rid of the Broncos being on prime time for a while, then you have the Bears, and they're on it 2 weeks in a row. And it's just like, who... Is there anyone outside of Chicago asking for this? Like, actually, it's so frustrating to watch this team play. At least last time it was on Thursday Night Football, where I don't really watch Prime that much. I'm usually doing stuff on Thursday night, but my God, it's so bad. It is so bad. Ugh. Their defense is pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good, but. I think that the Patriots will beat them pretty bad. Their defense is good, and the Bears' offense is it's the Bears offense. What's more to say about it? I got New England winning this one 17-3. Last week I went 6-8 for a total combined rating of 50, 43, and 1. Very ugly, but it could have been worse. The Broncos could have won, and that would have hurt me even more. But overall, I think that besides that New Orleans game, I think that most of my predictions are pretty good. As long as the Packers don't lose again, and as long as the Texans don't lose, and the Bucs. I'm writing off a lot of good teams, and then the Texans. But we'll see. I think that I'll do pretty good on this, though. But tell me what you think on your predictions. But I'll see you in the next one. Peace.